Why? What is that?
I don't need anything.
Hello, Space Boy.
Do you question yourself as to what your fans expect right now?
No, I think that's the worst thing an artist can do in one way, because to try and second guess what other people want is to do yourself a disservice as an artist. I think you really have to go with what your heart and soul tells you to do is the best thing for you as an artist. And I've always found that when I work that way, in that kind of direction, that I generally am working in my most satisfying area to do that.
Lately, you've talked extensively about the 80s, how much insatisfaction you got.
Only because I've been asked.
Only because you have been asked. But I mean, is it because you've, in a way, you're able now to put a statement on what you did in the 80s?
The positive light for me about the 80s is really towards the end of the 80s, around 87, 88, I met Reeves Gabrels.
Yeah.
And when I started working with him, things became very, I think my focus came back. I didn't feel indifferent anymore. You know, I felt very indifferent through the 4 years of the 80s that probably I have been focusing on in interviews recently.
Yeah.
From 84 through 88 was pretty bad. I just felt distracted and...
creatively empty?
And just not disinterested. You know, I couldn't care less about music particularly. I went back to painting a lot and sculpting, and then I met Reeves, as I say, and we started Tin Machine. I'm very competitive, and the music started getting better, generally, towards the end of the 80s, and that made me want to contribute.
It's as if Tin Machine was like a challenge for you. And I know you liked a lot the chaos and the violence of the music that came out of it.
Yeah, I know. It helps being shy. The more shy and awkward you are, I think, the more aggressive and violent you become. Trent in Nails is extremely shy. And it's almost stereotypical that somebody that shy would produce music that aggressive.
So why Trent Reznor? How did he come into your life, into your music? I mean, why is it important right now?
When, towards the end of the 80s, bands like Pixies were starting to cite music that myself and Brian Eno were doing as being partly influential, what they did. And some of their contemporary bands were also saying the same things. And one of the bands that was talking quite a lot about, especially the music that Eno and I did, was Trent, in terms of the Low album and Heroes.
Yes.
In fact, then he tells me that he was playing the Low album, the complete album, between acts on his last tour, which was just, I couldn't believe, you know, that was amazing, that Low should get some more hearing. And so what I did, in fact, when Virgin asked if I would be supporting the album, I said I would love to, because I really adore the songs on it. That I said I would like to try something interesting. So I phoned up Trent and I asked him if he'd be willing to work with me and do kind of an interesting tour.
Did you have in mind that some people might see it as a commercial venture in a way?
I don't think, I mean, if I was commercial, I think I would pick a band that was less aggressive and less radical.
Yeah.
Frankly, I think no one in their right minds would consider working with 9 Inch Nails.
No?
Except me.
Except you?
Yeah. I don't see any of my contemporaries doing this.
No.
Do you?
No, and you coming with Trent Reznor came as a surprise to a lot of people as well.
I think so, yeah. I just wanted to do something that was not going to be like any other tour. Something that was really a challenge. And that's what we've constructed.
It's confusing these days, but gloom dust will cover you. There's chaos in everything.
It seems you went back to the spirit of creation that you probably had in the 70s, but within a 90s context, frame of work. Do you see it like that?
I tend to dip into a lot of my own work now. I feel like I've got almost 25 albums behind me that, in a way, I don't tend to go much outside of myself when I write now. I tend to look back over things that I've done and techniques and ideas, and often I find it really quite interesting to combine things that I've done in the past together in a new way. And it's kind of like, if it were in terms of painting, it would be like having a palette of colours, and I just dip into different things in the past and make a new picture. Yeah. It's kind of like that.
I think I've lost my way. Fantastic death act.
Is murder art? You know, there's many ways
I
of
don't
asking
know.
that
The
question.
question was first asked in 1820 by a guy called Thomas de Quincey,
Yes.
who wrote a short article for Blackwood's magazine in England called Murder Considered as a Fine Art. I don't think it's ever been answered.
No. Did you find an answer?
No, I don't. I only pose questions.
Yeah.
I don't have a meaning. I don't have a big thing to say. I'm not a meaner. I'm a collector of information, and then I scramble it up. I'm a bit like an unconscious thought. I am your worst nightmare. The unconscious freed. Yeah. And manifest.
Good. Well, thank you very much. I think we're through already. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.